Okay, on this 4th of July weekend here, we're going to get back on the Cava Cruiser build. Next thing that I want to do, put my drain in the sink. Now what I ended up picking up was, funny enough, it's for a mobile home, and that's about as mobile as you can get, so it should work. This is a vanity sink drain assembly. There's a part number right there, but I just picked it up at the hardware store and it was $8.69, so it's not super expensive. And there I've got my sink and the arm breaker. So let's see if we can drill a hole here without messing something up, like an arm or bowl or something. And I don't know if you can see that anymore, but it is 1.5 inches hole saw. Alrighty, approximately in the middle. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, broke the first bit, but let's give this a try. Well, that was kind of easier than expected. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's not exactly in the center, but there's what the drain is going to look like. This, of course, just screws up onto it. And this is just plastic, so I guess you can just go hand tight with it. And the little rubber gasket should seal everything up. If not, we can sure do a little bit of siliconing. And you can see that there's going to be a little bit of a lip down in here. Pull off a little protective thing. And there is the, down there. There is the sink drain with the little stopper, which can go in like that, and it, as you can see, it's up where the water can run out. Let's give it a little test. Okay. Does not seem to be any water coming out. Looking pretty good. The one problem that I can see, especially once you pull it up, pop it back down there, is it's going to drain down to there, and that's going to be all that it can drain. Probably just have to wipe the bottom out of it with a rag. See, most sinks have got a recessed area right here. And of course, this is a bowl. It does not have the recessed area, because there would be no reason for it to. But that will still work. It will get rid of 99% of the water that this bowl will hold. And you can just wipe the rest up with a little paper towel. So, shouldn't be a problem. Okay, I kind of got ahead of myself a little bit there. Got to working and wasn't thinking about the camera. Sorry about that. But what I have ended up with, as you can see, this is the sink. And I got a 1-gallon container. This actually used to be acetone. I rinsed it out, and it's actually my little holding tank now. I was going to use a plastic jug, but I decided I would use the metal one for one reason. I took Bondo and bonded these two together, the sink and the acetone jug, and the whole thing will just slide right in here. I'm going to build a shelf on the bottom. As you can see, I put a little box on the bottom of the kitchen This is actually so that it can sit up a little bit when I want to use it outside of the car. I'm going to build a stand for it to go on also. But in this configuration, I can sit it in the end of the trunk and cook on it there. But alright, let's let that dry a little bit. And once that dries, we'll get on with it. Okay, let's see how it all fits. You got your water tank and the rest of your cabinet. The water tank actually can slide all the way up. You can actually fill the water tank. Let me take you off of your little stand here. You can actually fill the water tank now from up here, and you can pump it. And then when you're done, lay it down and it goes out of sight. And you can still store stuff up in the front. But I think this is kind of important to be able to get to this, so because you will want to refill that every now and then. And then all you got to do to empty the tank is pull the sink out. I'm not going to mount it down. I was going to glue it down, but I'm not going to mount it down. That way, whenever I get ready to empty it, just pick this up, pull the whole thing out, and take it somewhere and empty it. Okay, now, with this on top, of course, you can lay your mattress, which I've got about 3 inches of this foam. Drop my water tank back down in there. Okay, and then you've got, and I don't know why that's stained already, it's brand new. It come out of the package from Walmart like that. But here's a blanket, which I would actually use my sleeping bag. Let's roll this window down. Shut this door. There you go, there's your bed, hiding the kitchen and everything. Got a couple more things over here. That's about where they're going to go, but well, more orderly than that. But there's a couple of things I got to do first. Okay, here's a couple of things that I picked up. Here's a little roll top. I think it's a bread box, really, but it's be a good little storage thing. And I also got this little small set of drawers here, and I've got a little TV that's supposed to mount in the car. It's got a DVD player. It's actually under, but you can't hardly do it with one hand. It's under there, so there is that. And inside here, got this at Walmart, little misc kit, and some silverware, or plasticware, I mean. And you can fit more stuff in there, you know. Just thought those would work pretty good. Okay, I was going to start leveling this stuff out for the drawers and the little box. And I set the stuff back there just to get it out of the way. Yeah, that ain't too bad. It's accessible right there. I can get to it pretty easy. And I kind of mounted the TV here. I took a piece of license plate and screwed it down to the side. This little TV sits right there. It won't go nowhere. If you're worried about it going anywhere, you can always just take it off. And see, it had to be mounted in a way that you can get it out, because, like I said, this is hard to do one-handed. The CD goes inside there, so in order to change it, you would have to take the front of it down, so it had to be mounted like that. Also, you could take it and stick it up front if you wanted to watch it up front. But still, that leaves all this area for other stuff. I mounted my carbon monoxide alarm right there. Man, I'm shaky. Sorry about that. But it's got that much. Oh, I can show you how the kitchen is going to work in the trunk. Don't forget the faucet. There's the kitchen. And you bring it right around here. Sit it down like that. Put your stove on like this. Got your running water. And your drain. Your mostly drain. And of course your stove. There you go. That is the portable kitchen. And you can take it and sit it on a picnic table or whatever you wanted to. But this is not too bad of a height to work with. The drainage problem though that I've got is, you can see it will hold water, which that's all fine. You know, I've got the water on. I'm not holding the valve now. Water's locked on. You could wash your hands, whatever you're going to do. Then turn it off. And you could use the soap, the water in there to wash your face or whatever. Then when you want to get rid of it, pull the plug, there it goes. And it is gone except for a little bit around here. You can wipe that up with a cloth as far as that goes. At least you have running water, and that makes a big difference. Running water out of a faucet makes a big difference, you know. Like brushing your teeth, washing your hands, cooking. Makes a big difference, makes it more comfortable. Okay, the next thing I've got these three pieces right here. So far there's going to be a little bit more to it, but they will go together something like this and this. Well, and they're going to go, let me shut this, they're going to go in here. This old window tint, I'd like to get rid of that, but for right now I'm just going to try it like this. Just something I'm going to try. I don't know how good it's going to work, but let's see what we can put together. This end, as you can see, I got, this is the inside and that's up, and it needs to line up with this end of the board right here. Okay, it's together. See if it fits. Yep, it fits. Although it's not perfect, but it does fit. So I had to cut this one shorter because the window curves in like this. All you gotta do is put your hand up there and you can tell It is getting hot already. And that's not even closed in. Still a little more here. Okay, now I cut out another piece. Notice it's shaped the same as the window. And it will go like that. I think this will work. These will actually be my hinges. That should work. Yeah. Some of this stuff. As y'all may have figured out by now, this is a solar oven. And I can tell I'm going to have to make a hole in here. But fold this down, put your pot or pan or whatever in here. Wow, it's already getting like super hot in there. Now I'm going to have to do some adjustment. I probably will have to glue those on. Let's see how that does. Let's keep him closed for a little while. I don't have a thermometer, but I can stick my hand in there and find out. Let's leave him in there for a little while and see how warm it gets. Okay, well, sitting in this car, I put this stuff up to keep it from getting so hot. It's working, but it's still warm in here. This oven, that's what it is. This is a solar oven, and so far it's pretty darn hot in there. Some of the hot, yeah. I need a temperature gauge. That thing is hot. And if you want to turn the oven off, all you got to do, I've got some of this silver stuff folded back. I cut it right here. I folded it back. All you got to do is pull the oven out. It just slides out. Roll that back over and then put this back over top of this. The oven's turned off then. But you could also use this for a heater, a solar heater in the wintertime. Face the back of the car toward the sun. Crack this door about that much. Of course you would want to have this all out so you get all that heat too. But as it reflects inside of that little box, it heats up really quick. And it will heat up the inside of this car quick. With it closed, it's insulated by this stuff. And it will sit there and heat and heat and heat. I need to get a little temperature gauge so I can see how hot it's getting. But seems like it works. Here's a view from the outside. As you can see, all it is just a box, just an area that has this type of stuff lining it. It's like an aluminum foil covered bubble wrap is what that stuff is. It's the window covering things, whatever you call. But that's what it looks like from the outside. But that is going to be my little solar oven. It's more of an experiment to see how it works, but I don't have a temperature gauge yet. I may try to pick one of those up today. But I can tell you, I can't leave my hand stuck in there. It is hot. And it got hot quick. I guess where it's a confined space like that. But it got hot very fast. And I'm actually right beside of a tree, so part of the time the sun's not actually hitting it, so I could actually turn the car a little bit more like this and get direct sunlight, like pull it up in the driveway. But I'll tell you what, just in what I've got, that is way overkill from what I really need. For heat for the car especially. I bet it's close to boiling. I bet this tent will start to melt off pretty soon. And that even feels hot. I hope it won't hurt the windshield or the window. Compare it to this side. Yeah, that may be a problem. I don't know how much heat these windows can take. That's hot. Anyway, that's probably going to be in my video today. Just kind of finishing up the kitchen a little bit, you know, and doing some of that. And just trying to get some stuff done on it while I got time. That's probably going to do it for this little installment. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you the next time.